Also, I want all of you to be, if you want to discuss something, we'll be using the option of Zoom group chat. So please let me know if everyone is able to hear me and everyone is able to see the presentation which has been opened. Everyone who is here, Vaibhav, Purva, everyone. Good evening, Hiren. I believe you guys are able to hear me and at the same time the presentation is visible to all of you, right? That's amazing. Good to hear that. Perfect. So the only thing which I want is the given 2 hours that we have got with us. We are trying to utilize the maximum that we can churn with respect to understanding what NMAT is all about, the changes, which is on par with what GMAT exam would be up to. There are certain assumptions with respect to what will come and what will not come. Will also relate with what GMAT would also ask you in the given days, and we'll try to relate to what NMAT can give you. And if at all, whatever questions are coming up, what is the ideal approach of solving the question? Okay. So one part of the discussion, which will go almost for half an hour, is more strategic with respect to NMAT 2020, the changes, expected pattern, and what to study and what not to study, and the mock preparation plan. The second part, Raj, Chanchal, everyone, would be about solving the live previous year questions. Would be about solving the live previous year questions. There are good number of around 30 plus odd questions, which are really a pattern-based question which you have found out over the last 5 years of paper of NMAT, and at the same time the analysis of the open mock test. The analysis of the open mock test also. So we'll try to make a synergy between what we know and what we can expect in the paper. So all what I want, in the meantime, everyone is joining. I want all of you to be ready with a book and pen. Make sure, the device is handy to you with respect to whether you're using a mobile phone or a laptop or a desktop. You are able to see the screen, the questions, the analysis, everything. Okay. So we'll just wait for 2 or 3 minutes more. Meanwhile, everyone would be here and we'll quickly start with the session. In the meantime, if you guys have any specific question, okay, if you guys have any very specific question with respect to NMAT preparation or strategy, please put it into the comment box. I'll go through it, and in the presentation flow, I will take those questions also. There are 2 things which I want. One, all of you have to mute yourself. I repeat, all of you would have to mute yourself. Make sure whenever we are discussing something, if you want to have an open discussion, I'm sure with this that you guys can unmute yourself and then we can have a discussion. Otherwise, at the same time, I also want all of you to make sure that there's no background disturbance. To make sure that there's no background disturbance which comes up. Nupur will take this question. So I want all of you to put all the questions which you have in the mind. The question from Nupur is, when will NMAT be held this year? Okay, that's a good question. And that's likely a very first question that we can look forward to, right? The preparation plan for NMAT for next 4 years. Is my voice audible to you, all of you? If it is breaking, let me use my mic. Give me a second. It's going to be better if I use a mic, so I'll take 30 more seconds to.
So the second question, I hope my voice is audible and clear to you, all of you. Okay. The second question which I see is, NMAT is going to be an adaptive test. If at all it is adaptive, what is adaptive is also an answer which I have to give it to all of you. I guess other people are still joining. Is my voice audible to all of you? It's not audible, you guys are saying.
Is it audible now? Is it audible to you guys now?
अबे उसको तू प्राइवेटली से एवरीवन पे करना, तभी सर को क्वेश्चन दिखेगा वहां पे. तेरा क्वेश्चन सिर्फ मेरे को दिख रहा है.
I guess it's audible to you guys now. Perfect. That's amazing.
Hello. हाँ, अब वीडियो.
Okay, so just 2 requests. One, make sure that there's no background disturbance. I repeat, there's no background disturbance. Second, what I want is keep yourself muted. If you guys want to discuss something, surely I'll give you a chance to speak, to discuss, because your doubt is just not your doubt, could be a doubt of so many people who are joining today. And so I'm not taking any pledge, but I will try to do as much as justice as possible in the next 2 hours to make you guys comfortable with the overall pattern, the kind of question and the way it has to be solved. Akshay, your question is Snap actual paper. The NMAT actual paper, no, it is not the case. So couple of sections. You cannot say that the overall paper of Snap is going to be as same as NMAT. So quant is going to be more difficult for Snap. Logic is going to be more challenging for Narasimhan Munji, like this. Verbal is going to be on the same level, like this we can segregate. Okay, so if you guys want a recording of this session, I have this option where, so this is going to be auto recorded. If you want, we can share the recording with all of you. Please don't worry. But the objective is it's going to be a live session. So make sure you guys are active for the next 2 hours in which you get to know inside out about Narasimhan Munji. And perfect at the same time, we'll quickly see the previous year papers and the questions. The important part, okay. So your question is it possible for NMAT to crack NMAT in 4 months if you're a non-engineer? So let's start. Let's quickly start. So we'll quickly start with the session. I guess I'll get sufficient time to answer all the questions also at the same time. Perfect. Nikhil and everyone, the session is going to be auto recorded. Don't worry, we'll share the recording with you. Okay, shall we start? All of you are live. I guess all of you are able to hear me, and we'll quickly begin with the session. If there's someone who is trying to join, make sure that you guys, your friends are joining in soon so that we do not miss on any of the important thing. And at the same time, we are able to see what is the paper all about. Okay. Now, people in India always have a charm, always have a charm to study in Narasimhan Munji Institution of Business Management, which is NMIMS Bombay. Now, we know NMIMS have got 5 other campuses, namely Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Indore, Hyderabad, and Bangalore. But the best campus which you can explore where I have studied is Narasimhan Munji Mumbai, based out in Andheri or Vileparle. Okay. If you look at the intake of the core MBA program, the number of intake is close to around, 540 students. I repeat, 540 students usually get selected in the Narasimhan Munji core MBA program. There are other programs also where you could look forward to, which is HR, pharmaceutical management. They have newly launched a program into entrepreneurship and business management too. And likewise, so on and so forth. There are so many examinations. But the most important program that we are looking forward is the core MBA program, which is specialization into business strategy, marketing, finance, operations, and HR. Okay. There are 2 kinds of HR programs. One is NMIMS core MBA. And second is the HRM program. What is HRM program? HRM program is whole and soul 2 years only and only into HR. Just like XLRI, Human Resource Management, NMIMS also have a 2-year program which is into Human Resource Management. But the flagship program, the torchbearer program of NMIMS Mumbai is the core MBA program. If you look at the average placement, why do people have a charm to study in Narasimhan Munji? The most important part is the placement. So if you talk about 540 students who are studying, who studied in the year 2018 and 20 batch, the average placement was around 18.7 lakhs. And the best part was, if you're really competent, I repeat, if you're really competent, the top 200 students was placed on around 22 lakhs plus of a package, which means if I generally work harder going into Narasimhan Munji, I can beat all the other IIM graduates who are studying in the other campuses of IIMs or XLRI, and I can possibly be on the same package of what these guys are doing. Okay, even if I'm doing average as what everyone is doing, still in that case also 18, 19 is not at all a difficult figure that we cannot grab in Narasimhan Munji. Talking about the corporate exposure, talking about the internship opportunities and the life projects, everything is really damn awesome if you go to Narasimhan Munji Mumbai. Okay, so talking about the HRM program, the Human Resource Management program. Now there's a new segment if you guys have heard of, which is Human Resource Analytics. So all the consulting companies who work for their clientele base also recruit human resource managers who actually work on the analytical side with respect to understanding and making the entire um, uh, not just the placement drive, but with respect to making the healthy environment in the given corporate, at the same time making sure the pipeline is also ready for the given organization. So HR, if you look at the human resource program HRM, the average placement is close to around 15.5 lakhs. And if you look at the 2-year core MBA program, if you're looking at specialization of HR, that is close to around 16 and a half. Okay. Data analytics. So NMIMS, okay, of course, NMIMS has newly launched this program, which is into business analytics. Now it's a buzzword. You talk about IIMs, you talk about ISB, you talk about Symbiosis, you talk about Nursi Munji. Every damn college is coming up with a program into business analytics. Okay. Now these guys actually work towards predictive modeling. I repeat, these guys actually work towards predictive modeling or doing trend analysis for the overall market, whether it is for stock, whether it is for consumer behavior, or so on and so forth, whether it is into HR. So analytics is one of those special area which is going to be a buzzword for next 4 years. So anyone who's planning for business analytics in India, NMIMS will also be a key college which you should look forward to. Okay, Ritwik, I'd like to answer your question with respect to pharmaceutical management, which for the sake of discussion will stick initially to the core MBA part, and we'll see the specialization wise cutoff for all the other courses also at the same time. Perfect. Now, as we know, first of all, the notification is out with respect to the section-wise distribution of questions, number of questions, the time management, and the overall scale range, right? So make sure that there's no, you guys are not unmuting yourself so that the echo doesn't come. Okay. So unlike the previous year, I repeat, unlike the previous year, this year, the pattern has been not slightly changed, it's changed to a good level of extent. The reason is just not the case that NMIMS want to increase or improve the level of efficiency of the test takers, but at the same time, you can also you can also consider COVID is also one of the reasons why the patterns are getting changed, because this time again it's going to be the GMAT, the international body which conducts GMAT, which will be making the paper for Nursi Munji Mumbai and MAT. Okay. So if you have actually followed the news, if you guys have actually followed the news with respect to the undergrad program of NMIMS, which takes the exam called as NPAT. NPAT has happened proctored this year. I'm talking about 2020. It happened in several windows, but students who are 12th pass out or studying in 12th have actually appeared for this paper sitting at their home. So this time, first of all, it's 99.99%. It's assured that NMIMS for NMAT paper, NMIMS for the NMAT paper will also conduct the proctored test. What do you mean by proctored test? Sitting at your home, you can apply for the paper. Your webcam will be on, and there would be the supervillains and monitoring, which is going to be gauged by the NMIMS super officials with respect to making sure that there's no there's nothing wrong which the candidate is doing. There's only one exam, which is IIM Rohtak, where the management has found, but this is only just because of the reason the college did not have the caliber of conducting the proctored paper. NMIMS have already built, I repeat, NMIMS has already built their capability with respect to making sure 1 lakh people who will be writing the NMAT examination can actually take their test from their home. Okay. Now, as you guys would know, the sectional pattern has also been changed. With respect to verbal, which is language skills, this time there would be around 36 questions. Same is the case with quantitative aptitude. Same is the case with logical reasoning also at the same time. So unlike the previous year where we used to have 120 questions, this time the total number of questions has been drastically gone down with respect to only 108 questions, 36 in each. The time frame has also been changed. I'll try to answer your question with respect to MBA into marketing with NMIMS. First, let's spend some time with respect to understanding what NMAT is all about. And eventually we'll discuss about the procedure which someone has to go through to clear the Nursi Munji paper. Perfect. Now the time that we have got, the least time that we have got basically is for language, where we have got 28 minutes only. So possibly the same strategy that you would apply for CAT is not going to work for Nursi Munji examination. Why? Because CAT is going to be, I repeat, yes, that's the first discussion of TAB, CAT versus NMAT. CAT versus NMAT. The kind of question is going to remain the same with respect to you solve questions with respect to reading comprehension, grammar, or parajumped. okay, or sentence correction. These 4 elements is going to remain the same. But what to do in Nurse Emoji is not the same thing which you'll apply in CAT, because the texture of question, the level of difficulty of the question, and the time management is not the same. Here, you have got only 28 minutes to solve almost 36 questions of verbal. Quant, you have got 52 minutes, roughly an hour, to solve 36 questions, which gives you a hint. The level of difficulty of quant is going to slightly go up. Unlike the GMAT paper, if someone has followed GMAT, quant of GMAT is you can consider whatever comes in CAT, it's almost 30 or 40% of what CAT level of questions will be up to. But with respect to NMAT versus GMAT, the kind of question, the level of difficulty of NMAT will be more complex of what the GMAT question will be up to. So you have got 52 minutes here. Logical reasoning, you will see a lot of changes here. And you've got 36 questions coming up and you've got 40 minutes to solve. The overall scaling is going to happen on the range of 36 to 360. It means the lowest score that someone can get will be 36 and the highest score will be on the level of 360. Clear? As said, the most important change which you are looking forward for Nurse Emoji this year, this time it's going to be an adaptive test. This computer adaptive test is a feature which has been adopted by GMAT examination. So if anyone has given GRE or GMAT, GMAT is also a computer adaptive test, which means the level of difficulty of paper, I repeat, the level of difficulty of the paper is not going to be same for all the students. I repeat, the level of difficulty of the paper is not going to be same for all the students. Neither the questions is going to remain same. So coming out of Nurse Emoji paper on the given day, you cannot say that these are the questions which has come and this, what is the probability that the same question can come up in the next upcoming take whenever you retake for the same examination of Nurse Emoji. Okay, so it's going to be in computer adaptive test depending on your performance. I repeat, depending on your performance in the given paper, the next subsequent question will be based on the performance of the previous question. Let's say I say there are 36 questions. I repeat, there are 36 questions. I'll come to your question, Sunil. The question, my statement says, let's say there are 36 questions and I am able to solve 18 questions right and 18 questions were wrong. I repeat, 18 questions were right and 18 questions were wrong. There are two kinds of performance which I can see. One who first solved all the 18 questions right and second solved all the 18 questions wrong. Second performance, I first solved all the 18 questions wrong and then solved the second 18 set of questions right. What's going to happen now? Here, both of them will not get the ideal marks. I repeat, both of them will not get the ideal marks because for the first set of students, he was able to solve the most difficult questions initially, and when the level of difficulty reached the apex, the most difficult question, and then onwards his performance went down. Here, right from question 1, I repeat, right from question number 1 till question number 18, my performance was low, and that's why it became an adaptive paper, and the next set of other 18 questions became quite easy that I can solve and everyone else can solve. If everyone can solve, I can solve, it's not a big deal. When others are not able to solve and I solve the question, that's a big deal that will decide the percentile and the scale score of quant, logic, and verbal ability. So that's the important part, which is, Rucha, to answer your question, you cannot skip the question. You would have to mark the answer. Only then you'll be able to see the next question. Only then you will be able to see the next question. So the objective is you would have to solve all the 108 questions. You would have to solve all the 108 questions. So you cannot consider there would be a negative marking. As a penalty, Chanak, Agrawal, the next question is going to be more difficult than the first question if you're able to solve the question right. The next question is going to be less difficult if you solve the first question wrong. That's the only penalty which you can look into. So the overall dynamics, the overall algorithm is about how many tough questions you were able to solve right, how many easy questions you did wrong, right? So that's what the overall algorithm will be about: solving more number of difficult questions and solving, making sure that there's no question which you are doing wrong initially in the initial interaction for the next 15-18 questions. The overall pattern of coaching institutions mock test will also change. So it's my only request that you have to follow the new mock test pattern, which you have to go ahead. To answer your question, Urja, you cannot review the question. You cannot review. There's no button which will ask you to come back, to the original question. You will solve the question. It is either right or wrong, and then you will see the next question. That's what I'm saying, Naman. The question which you will see is not the same question which I will get. It's a pool of questions. There are thousands and lakhs of questions which has been made. Depending on the individual performance of the test taker, I repeat, depending on the individual performance of the test taker, that the adaptive feature of the paper will decide. The adaptive feature of the paper will then decide whether the second question is going to be more challenging than the first question, or the second question is going to be less challenging than the first question. Okay, so to answer your question, Riddhi, okay, to answer your question, Riddhi, this is the snapshot of the official mock. This is the snapshot of the official mock of NMAT 2020. Before you start solving the question, before you start picking up the paper is going to throw you a lot of options, which is about prioritization of which section do you want to attempt first, followed by second, and then third. Starting with the first, by default, what you can see here is language, logic, and quant, language, and logical reasoning. So it's a permutation combination of 3 sections which we have got, and in how many ways can you arrange them? So that's what the overall pattern will be about. Now, which section to start off with? Let's spend some time with respect to understanding which section do you have to start off with. What I always recommend is you have to start with something which is your strength area. You always have to start with your strength area. Now, if you ask me that my strength area, if you tell me my strength area is logic, I'll bet on this 1 lakh people who will be writing the NMAT examination. All of them will say my strength area is Narasimhan paper is logical reasoning. So it's not a big deal. What I always recommend is keep logical reasoning in between. Keep logical reasoning in between. So I can see paper number pattern 1 here. And where do I see? Here. So the only change which I want anyone to follow is, do you want to solve language first, or do you want to solve quant or math first? That's the only thing. But you have to get adapted. I repeat, you have to get adapted to the entire paper structure. So someone who is genuinely serious or passionate about going into Narasimhan would have to give around not less than 5 marks before you go for the first paper, before you go for the first take of Narasimhan, before you go for the first take. What are you trying in the first 2 or 3 marks is about changing the pattern. First you solve logic, so first you solve language, then logic, and then quant. Second way, in the second mock test, you reverse the order. With what I advise, it's not the case you have to follow that, but what I have been following is something which I'm telling you. Logic is consistent. You will not say you are good or bad. You are mediocre or above average in logical reasoning. Talking about Narasimhan logical reasoning, you guys are full-fledgedly on the right track of what analytical reasoning is all about. So let's keep logical reasoning in between. The only permutation combination is about quant first or language first. To answer your question, Disha, you cannot cheat because your webcam will be on. So if the invigilator who is checking your monitor, let's say who is accessing your webcam, will get to see that your body language is changed with respect to bending down or looking at some cheat, then immediately your paper is going to be cancelled. Matt was also IBD this time. To answer your question, these are the 6 patterns in which you can select. What I can advise primarily on the initial stage is the first and the last one seems perfect, because logical reasoning is always a consistent section. The only game changer will decide whether you're good in language, whether you're good in quantitative aptitude. I hope this part is clear. Okay. Now, one of the important notification, if you open the notification section of NMAT account, you will get to see one of the important feature, not the notification here, which says the last date has been changed. The last date of application, which initially was 4th of October, has been changed to 15th of October, which means now the window will tentatively start in the range of 17th or 19th of October. The window is going to start from 17th or 19th of October. Now here, you can actually, I repeat, you can actually get your result within 48 hours. You can get your results within 48 hours of once you have completed the paper. Which is why it is good, because the sooner you get to know your result, the better you'll be able to plan the retakes. I repeat, the sooner you get to know about the result, the better you can plan about the retakes, whether retake 2 or 3 is required. To answer your question, Lavina, your question is, COVID is affecting admission stuff. The admission stuff has been affected for the admission of 2020 for people who wrote CAT and NMAT in the year 2019. By next year, So tentatively by January, the overall involvement with respect to business, economy, and the overall health involvement of India is going to go gradually up. So your CDPI, which is a case discussion and personal interview, is going to come in the month of March. A lot of time. There's a lot of time. Perfect. If you ask me, Akhil, what? Okay, so Akhil's question is, can we give NMAT after CAT? What I always recommend is people who are giving CAT, people who want to give CAT, and who are who are more inclined towards CAT, take one of the attempt of NMAT before the CAT examination, so that you are determined that my entire portion or syllabus has been over. You have actually given the test, so the psychological preparedness that we need to keep is also being set. And then when you go for the CAT paper, you'll get less number of goosebumps. So it's all good if you take one NMAT before CAT and the second NMAT after CAT. Okay, that's what my request will be to all of you. For every retake, you would have to spend money. Yes, the answer is yes, Sanket. So the overall budget for Narsee Monjee, if someone is planning for 2 attempts, you can keep a budget of around 5,000 to 5,500, which will take. So minimum one attempt, which will take 2,000. With retakes and the applications, it's going to go till 5 or 5.5. Let me actually go ahead and show you. Dates are changed on the website. The dates I'll show you here. So the official date, as you can go here, the last notification which you can see on the screen of your NMAT dashboard is the extension of the registration form. That's it. The further dates has not been out. But if you look at the GMAT section, how GMAT will operate. So 7 days after registration, from the date of registration, I can take my GMAT date. That's why I'm saying if 15th is the last date, what I can see from 17 to 19, the actual NMAT, which is the proctored paper, which is the IBT, which is the computer drafted paper, will actually begin. Right? So this is a mistake which has come up. I repeat, this is a mistake which has come up, but this is 15th of October 2020. This 15th of October 2020, which you can consider. It is 15th of October 2020. This is the notification which has come up. There's a slight change which has come up, but they will soon or later, they will change the date, the year. It's 15th of October, the last date. Now let's talk about the sections which are important. Let's talk about the sections which is going to be important, because there's a lot of myth that people have. Now, Kapil, you would have to look into this part, that which other colleges should I actually put the score of Narsee Monjee into. People have a myth that SP Jain also accepts Narsee Monjee examination. ISB also accepts Narsee Monjee examination. It is not the case. It is not the main program. SP Jain runs a program which is about women empowerment, management into women empowerment. So this is going to be applicable only for SP Jain, this specific program. If you're looking at ISB runs a program which is into business analytics. This program is run by a company. Which is called as Mu Sigma. Only for the Mu Sigma course of ISB into business analytics, NMAT score can be considered. As said, Richa, you cannot consider negative marking. The only penalty which you will be having is the next question is going to be more challenging than the first question. That's it. I hope this part is clear, right? So I'll tell you initially, Sanket, to answer your question, specifically your question, initially you'll be able to see only the score. And you can consider the benchmark range of 207 to 210 as the standard benchmark for the last 10 years of Narsee Monjee paper. With respect to this, we can actually forecast whether you will get a call or you will not get a call. Nikhil, to answer your question, consider 210 as the cutoff for the Mumbai college. 190 is the cutoff. 190 is the cutoff for Bangalore-based college. 175 is the cutoff for Indore and Navi Mumbai. Okay, so the highest cutoff is 210, which is for NMIMS core MBA. 204 was the cutoff last year for the HRM program. Someone who's specifically about. So I'll tell you here, Shikhar, NMAT in the overall selection criteria, NMAT or NMIMS to be very frank, in the overall selection criteria gives 70% weightage on the NMAT paper. 10% weightage will be given to your case discussion. 10% weightage will be given to your personal interview, and 10% will be given to your CV, which includes academics and work experience, if in case you have, in case you have got. So the maximum proportion is going to be for the NMAT actual paper than any other thing which you're looking forward to. So specifically, there's no condition with respect to how much you need in 10th, how much you need in 12th, or graduation or work experience for Narsee Monjee. Never happens. Almost more than 47% of students who are studying in first year have 0 years of experience. They are freshers. Almost more than 20% of students, roughly less than 67% of students, have less than 1 year of their technical experience or professional experience, which you have got. Shreyas, the cutoff for NMIMS Mumbai is going to be 210. The cutoff for Bangalore, the second best campus, is going to be 190. The cutoff for other campuses is going to be 175 plus. Okay. I will not suggest you to consider asking any backup plan, because if I consider any B plan, let's say plan of action B, initially only, your mind will trigger. I repeat, your mind will trigger that, dude, even if I get 190, I still can land into Bangalore. If I get 175, I still get Indore call. Bullshit. Focus only on one thing. How do we get 210 plus? If you're not able to get that, we'll discuss about what needs to be done. Because what I have observed, getting 210 plus in the actual paper is not at all a difficult case for Narsee Monjee Mumbai. People who are considering the official mock of NMIMS or NMAT, which has come on the website, the level of difficulty of the actual NMAT, you can consider the actual NMAT is going to be 20 to 30% more difficult than what the teaser exam is showing off. The overall paper is going to be for 360 marks. So let me not give you a benchmark with respect to how much you should get in the first official NMAT official mock, but the overall benchmark is 210 plus in the final paper. The teaser, yes, the teaser paper is also adaptive. But the level of difficulty is all time low. I've taken some of the questions which I'll show you. What it takes to clear the official mock test of NMIMS. Let's start something on the level of discussion about the first section, which is the con section of your NMIMS NMAT examination. Now the myth, what people are saying. So first of all, whatever you study for CAT, the same syllabus is going to come up. Just the level of difficulty is going to change, and the maximum proportion of your question will be based on arithmetic, number system, and quantitative skills. These are the 4 important sections of your NMAT paper. But no doubt you will also see questions which are based on geometry and algebra. Even if you compare NMIMS examination versus GMAT examination or CAT, none of the examination in the world, I repeat, none of the examination in the world will not give you a question which is of geometry or mensuration. Geometry and mensuration will always come in any of the paper, whether you write CAT, NMAT, SNAP, CT, whichever it is. Just the level of difficulty is going to go up. But if you look at the official NMAT mock, the only change which they have done as of now, there's no geometry or mensuration question. But don't fall into false trap. In the actual paper, I am damn sure on this, in the paper you will see geometry and mensuration question. Always and always. The proportion of question will be as low as 2 or 3, but surely it's going to come. Out of 36 questions, which is going to come in your NMAT paper, you can consider almost 16 questions will be based on data interpretation and data sufficiency, and 20 questions will be based on word problem. Your word problem is basically nothing but your quantitative aptitude section, which includes all the possible topics that we are discussing here. Clear? So it's okay to give less proportion of weightage in the preparation journey to topics like trigonometry or geometry or coordinate geometry, but we would have to do something. Even on the level of mensuration, we would have to touch upon those. So arithmetic and algebra will be the key. Almost more than 14 or 15 questions out of 20 will be from arithmetic and algebra only, but 5 to 6 questions will be based on geometry and modern math, which is surely going to come. Now comes Nishit, everyone. So it's my humble request. So we'll learn maximum only if you make sure that there's no background disturbance. We become a little bit more disciplined with respect to the time frame of next 2 hours. And it's my promise to you that I'll try to give as much as possible from my side and the technique of solving the question also. On the level of logical reasoning, there are three types of question which will come. One is analytical reasoning. Second is puzzles. Third is critical reasoning. These are three important types of question. I repeat, these are three important types of question: analytical reasoning, puzzles, and critical reasoning. You can skip the entire genre of puzzles because don't compare what has come in the NMAT official mock. The actual level of question is always difficult and it's going to be time consuming. You do not have a lot of time to focus on puzzles in the actual NMAT, and so people focus a lot on analytical reasoning and critical reasoning. Just a second. Please, guys, make sure that there's no disturbance. Okay. So the important element will be analytical reasoning, followed by critical reasoning. And there are two important things which always and always come up, which is input output. That's one. And second is a matrix based question. One is input output and matrix based question. The matrix based question has not been featured in the NMAT official test, but so if there are lakhs of questions which these guys have made, looking at the previous 10 years of paper, matrix based question has always and always have got featured. So this kind of question will always come. So your focus has to be on analytical reasoning, and the most important part is your critical reasoning. Now, as we know, the adaptive nature of feature of your NMAT examination has been adopted by the GMAT, by the actual GMAT paper. Now, if you look at the kind of question which comes in critical reasoning of GMAT section, you will see maximum questions are based on arguments. Maximum questions are based on arguments. So if you're still following silly critical reasoning about finding course of action, inference, assumption, or conclusion, please evolve your preparation plan. Maximum question will be based on understanding the bold-faced arguments, understanding what is a strengthening based argument and the weakening argument. These are three important. You can write down. The session is going to be recorded. I'll share the recording with you. But the bold-faced arguments, the strengthening arguments, and the weakening arguments will be the key feature of critical reasoning this time of Narsi Munji paper. Out of you can expect 10 questions which will come up, you can expect 5 to 6 questions will purely be based on arguments, and the other 3-4 questions will be based on inference, assumptions, and course of action, which is silly for all of us to solve. I hope this part is clear to all of you. Naman, so please don't worry. I have taken so today's agenda is we'll discuss about a plan for 210 of NMAT and how to solve the quantitative aptitude and data interpretation questions of Narsi Munji paper. Tomorrow's agenda is going to be more specific about logical reasoning and verbal ability. Clear? Now, there's also a dilemma which people are facing with respect to language or verbal ability, that some of them are saying that vocabulary-based questions will be out of context. But if you look at the plan of the study plan which is being given by Narsi Munji, I can see something vocabulary. I can see a keyword which is vocabulary. So don't be under false trap that whatever has come in Narsi Munji official paper, the same thing is going to be the format of paper. Don't be into false trap. It may happen. The vocabulary based question may get featured. If not, the questions of synonyms and antonyms, you'll surely see questions based on closed text. So reading comprehension, sentence correction, idioms, phrases, para-jumpered, fill in the blanks, and closed text. These are 6 important features. I am not counting the synonyms and antonym based questions here. I am not counting synonyms and antonym based questions here, but closed test may get featured. Naman, to answer your question, if you can download the study plan, this is available on the main website. You can see this part, understand the nuances of reading comprehension, grammar, and vocabulary from the NMAT official guide. From the NMAT official guide. To answer your question, yes, it may. So they are discussing it. So you can consider 90% chances are there that CAT is going to be also an proctored paper, which is an IBD based paper, which you can give from your home. I'll spend some time, Rashik, on making sure that what is closed test for you, but the other elements is something which we are well versed with. Sharvani, please don't worry. I'll share the recording, but please make sure that you guys are there throughout in the session for next 2 hours. Clear? So, to answer your question, with respect to understanding the syllabus, I can give you a PDF, but people will have a misconception of whenever they go for the official paper. Can they go for the official NMAT paper which is available on the website? Don't be into false trap that whatever the pattern has come, you will see the same level of questions and the genre of question. The ideal paper is NMAT Proctored 3. Is there anyone who has given NMAT third paper, NMAT official third paper? Aman, I will share the ebook also with you tomorrow. At the end of this tomorrow session, I'll share the ebook and the important content that you have to look into for the NMIMS paper. I hope this part is clear, all of you. This is what you can expect in the paper. Okay. Now, so this was one part of the session. This was one part of the session, which was strategically understanding what is NMAT about, what is the false trap, what we can expect, and how can we be prepared for the worst come scenario, of the most challenging and the most unexpected paper, which is not on the level of what NMAT official mock is about. If that happens, we should be prepared thoroughly with respect to seeing the worst come scenario of Narsimha paper. Now, I have also taken, to answer your question, Disha, we can very well prepare in next 3 months, I can say, for Narsimha paper. Now, the only thing, so let me tell you, so all of you, you guys have to show some more patience, because now onwards, there are around 30 plus questions, and these are actual NMAT paper questions. These are actual NMAT paper questions. The level of difficulty of these questions are moderate, but I'm going to showcase you what is the ideal way of solving the Narsimha questions of NMAT paper. Okay, please don't worry about it. I'll answer your question, Ghanshyam. Please don't worry about it. Okay. Now, please bear some patience, because now I'm going to be on the psychological side of the paper setup. What I'm saying it again. I am going to be on the psychological side of the paper setup. The first question which you can see on the screen is the question of the actual NMAT official mock test of 2020. This is mock paper 1. This is mock paper 1. But I'm going to show you what it actually happens. How do you actually look into the question and the options of Narsimha paper? From the psychological preparedness which you need to keep, if I look into the psychology of the paper setter, unlike CAT paper setter, NMAT paper setter will not take much of a time. NMAT paper setter will not take much of a time to make the options. We have to think reverse. If one of the options is right, obviously the other 3 options will not be right. Other 3 or 4 options will not be right. If you read the question says rupees 16820. Rupees 16820 has been divided between Sita and Geeta, who are 27 and 25 years old respectively. The money invested is at 5% per annum at compound interest in such a way that both of them receive equal money when they attain the age of 40. The question is, find the share of each. Find the share of Sita and Geeta. Find the share of Sita and Geeta when they are of the original amount, which is 16820. This actual official 2020. If someone, is there anyone who's seen this question before, who was given NMAT mock 1? Now we know Sita is 27 years old and Geeta is 25 years old. The number of years which is yet to attain for Sita to reach 40 is 13, and for Geeta it's around 15. For Geeta is around 15. By then they'll be attaining 40 years. If I know the formula, I will not be solving this question. The formula of compound interest, the total amount is P 1 plus R raised to 100 raised to B. Right? Perfect. Rishabh has pointed out a very good observation, which means if 16820 has been divided for 2 people, it surely means the sum of Sita and Geeta. The sum of Sita and Geeta should be nothing but 16280, right? Add option number 1, both the value 8280 plus 6290. Add option number B, add option number C, add option number D, and add option number E. Tell me how many options gives you the sum total of 16,820. A very simple question. You have to read the options. You have to read the options along with the question. If you do it, Rutvik has given me a good observation. It's option number B and option number D. Option number B and option number D, which are giving you the same answer, right? And so if you add option number C, tell me what is option number C giving you, the total value. Now it's visible to us. I repeat, it is visible to us that one of the child has only 13 years and one of the child has 15 years. So the proportion of amount which I will give to Sita is more than what Geeta will be, which means option number B, D will not be the answer. I repeat, option number D will not be the answer. And the only option which is left is option number B. And the only option which is being left is option number B. I hope this part is clearly understood to all of you. Everyone who is here live, make sure the first thumb rule is when you read the question, read the options along with the question. The sum addition should be equal to 16,820. There are only two options which are giving you option number B and option number D. Option number D states both are same. When would you say both would be same? If both of them are 27 and 27. If both of them are same year old. If both of them are of the same age, then the number of years will be same. And then the amount which will be distributed would have been similar. But in this question, maximum proportion will go to Sita because Sita has got only 13 years to recover the money and Geeta has 15 years. Ritwik, to answer your question. Puneet, to answer your question, my first humble request to all of you is look at the question along with the question solution. Look at the question along with the option. If you do that, possibly two or three options will be eliminated. I hope the first question is clear to all of you, right? If this is clear, the second question is also from the NMAT official guide, NMAT official 2020 mock test. NMAT official 2020 mock test. Here also, Puneet and all of you, we can still look into this. So the first objective is when you read the question, read the options along with the question. If one or two options are eliminated, we are in a better shape. We are in a better shape to solve the question. The question says, how much tea is selling at 10.4 rupees per kg should be mixed with tea selling 8.8 rupees per kg? How much tea selling at 10.4 rupees per kg should be mixed with tea selling 8.8 rupees per kg so that the resulting mixture has been sold for 15 kg has been sold for 146.40. 99% of the students will make an equation. They will make an equation something like this. Consider X from variety number 1, X into 10.40 plus 15 minus X into 8.80 will be equal to 146.40. This is what the standard equation, but I'm sure all of us will make, but that's not required. That is just not required. If you look into it, there are two varieties. One is 10.40, next is 8.80. And if you look at the average price, so 146.80 is the price for 15 kg. 146 is close to 150. So it's close to 10. It's close to 10 rupees per kg. Close to around 9.7 or 9.8 will be the average price. Right? Now tell me 9.8 is closer to 10.4 or 8.8. Tell me quickly. This is just an observation. 9.8 is close to 10.8, 10.4 or 8.8, which means the maximum proportion will be from 10.4 variety and not 8.8. Even there could not be same. The exactly half will be 7.5, 7.5. So all those options which are close to 7.5 or less than 7.5 will be out. And that's why, Puneet, to answer your question, again, reading the option can help us to eliminate the options, which cannot be the answer. There are only two options which is left. I arrive at option number 9. If option 9 is not coming up, I will not solve. I know the option number E will be the right answer. So it says 10.40 into 9. Now if 9 kg has been taken from variety A, 15 minus 9 is 6 into 8.80 should be equal to 146.40. One way to solve the question is if you can multiply them, good to go. If you cannot multiply, if you do not want to multiply, you can still apply dsum to actually cross check. Just apply dsum to cross check. Dsum means if A into B is equal to C, the dsum of A into dsum of B should be equal to dsum of C. What is dsum? The addition of digit. So if 146.40 will become 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 plus 4 is 15, 15 will become 6. So this part is 6. This is 1 plus 4, 5, 5 9s are 45. Anything you multiply by 9, the dsum is going to be 9. Let's see here. 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 will become 7, 7 6 is 42, 42 will become 6, add 6 here. 9 plus 6 is 15, 15 will become 1 plus 5, 6, the value is matching. So this is the only thing that I have to do. If I read the question, the observation will tell you first three options look slightly impossible. So the only option left is option number D or E. The only option left is option number D or E. I'll check with option number D. If option number D is getting me the answer, Well, that's the best thing. If not coming up, I will not waste my time. I know it's going to be option number E. So whenever you have got guitar, yes, whenever you've got something on the level of simplification, A into B is equal to C. For example, 21 into 31 will become 651. The digit sum is same. The digit sum says 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 into 4 is 12, 12 will become 1 plus 2, 3. Just check whether the D sum is same here or no. 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 1 is 12, and 12 is 3. I said the only thing, so once you have scanned a question, scanning a question will take only 10 to 15 seconds. Scanning the question will take only 10 to 15 seconds. I know it's going to be between option number D or E. It's going to be between option number D or option number E. So I'm going to mark 10.40 into 9. 9 kgs from variety A. The remaining 6 kg will be from variety B. It's 8.80. Should be ideally equal to 146.40. Should be ideally equal to 146.40. Right? You can either check by checking the nearest integer. Make the value 9, make the value 10, you'll be able to get the answer. Or if that is not happening, you can actually check the D sum also. 9 10s is 90, 9 6 is 54, 90 plus 54 is 144. Still the closest answer will be option number 9. Still the closest option will be option number 9. Is this clear? Or else we can use D sum to slightly take less time, which slightly takes less time, to help you understand what is the right option and what is the wrong option. Is this clear to all of you? Komal, Forum, Gita, Tatwik, everyone. So, to Puneet, to answer your question again, whenever you read a question, read the options along with the question. Okay, you will be able to eliminate 1 or 2 options easily. The other 2 or 3 options can be looked into via the trial and error method, and we can solve the questions very quickly. Very, very quickly. So, if you look into 2019 question, so whether you talk about arithmetic, whether you talk about algebra, whether you talk about geometry, I repeat, whether you talk about arithmetic, perfect. Yes, so quick, you can still consider the round off is slightly better if you guys want to go ahead than the D sum. Whichever is convenient, you still go ahead with the same. So the questions like this, which you can see on the screen, you read the question, the option and the answer will be out. You read the question and the answer will be out. It says 3 spherical balls of radii 1 inch, 2 inch and 3 inch have been melted to make one single spherical ball. In the process, the material loss is 25%. Material loss, you can signify this as to the loss in volume. The loss in volume will be 25%. And the question is, find the radius of the new balls. So 3 small spherical balls have been melted and made a big spherical ball. By doing this, 25% of the volume has been shredded off, and the remaining volume which has been there is a spherical shape, and you have to tell me the radius of it. A very single thing, very, very simple thing. To answer your question, the only thing which you should know is the volume of a sphere, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So it will become 4 by 3 pi, which is constant, 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube. Tell me 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube will be how much? It's 1 plus 8 plus 27. This will become 36. This will become how much? This will become 36. So it's going to be 4 by 3 pi 36. 4 by 3 pi 36. This is what the value will be. Now, even if I'm reducing, so the question says now 25%. 25% of the material has been lost, which means out of this 25% is 1/4. If 1/4 has gone, 3/4 is remaining. 3/4, I repeat, 3/4 of 36 will become how much? This will become 27. This will become 27. So you are saying 4 by 3 pi r cube will become 27 into 4 by 3 pi. The value of r cube will become 27. Which value on becoming cube will become 27? The answer is straight away 3. The answer is straight away 3. The only thing that I did, the only thing which I did was 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube will make the value as 36. 36, 1/4 has gone, 3/4 is remaining. Nishit, 1/4 has gone, 3/4 is remaining. 3/4 of 36 is 27. 24th is cube. So the radius will be cube root of 27, which is 3. And hence, mark the answer 3. Hence, Nishit, is this clear? So why did I do it? Because dude 4/3 pi तो वैसे भी constant ही रहने वाला है, right? ये तो मेरे काम का ही नहीं है. The only change is the r cube factor which I'm countering. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 36, 1/4 gone, 9 gone, 27 remaining. Cube root of 27 will give you the value as 3. Mark the answer 3. You don't require pen and paper to solve the question like this. All of you, is this clear? To all of you who are live, is this clear? So you read the question, the answer should be out. You will not take more time. You will never ever take more time to solve the question like this. So questions on SI and CI. This is something which is very close to me because so if you genuinely want to crack Narasimhanji, so profit and loss, SI and CI. These are two charmful chapters which will give you 3 to 4 questions easily. Sometimes the length will go up, but the length of the question will not decide the complexity of the question. I repeat, the length of the question is not going to decide the complexity. They cannot decide the destiny, provided your concepts are clear. If you read the question, the man says, a man borrowed 12,000. PNC, Nishit, yes, PNC will be there. Of course, PNC will be there. 2 questions, one from PNC, one from probability will be there. This question, you will not take more than 15 seconds to solve. Though I am writing this, so I'll take 30 seconds. But people you guys have way much more caliber than me. You will read the question and the answer will be out. Chanchal, I will answer all the questions. Let's spend some time with respect to cracking the NMAT examination. And then we'll discuss about the options which are available in Narasimhanji, by the way. So there are 3 values which I can see. 12,000 at 5%, 15,000 at 8%. Next is 20,000 at 12%. The question says, a man borrowed the given price, man borrowed the amount at the given simple interest. He lent this money to another person at the rate of 10% compounded annually. How much money will the man make after 2 years? How much money will the man make after 2 years? What ideally people do, first you will take out the SI for 2 years. And then you will take out the CI for 2 years. And then you will take the difference of CI minus SI, which is a long conventional way, which is not required. Just understand, SI is linear percentage change, compound interest is successive percentage change. I repeat, SI is linear percentage change, CI is successive percentage change. So the 3 values which I can see here is basically 12,000. Next value which I can see here is how much? Is 15,000. And the next value which you can see here is 20,000. If you give this money for 2 years at 5%, this will give you 10%. Next will give you 16%. I'll give you successive point. Don't worry. This is 16%. And the next value will give you 24%. Next value will give you 24%. Right? This is my income. This is what I have to give it to someone. Next, I gave this money to someone on the compound interest for 10%. Compound interest for 10% will become successive percentage formula. 10 plus 10 plus 10% of 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So here I'm going to get 21%. Here I'm going to get 21%. Here I'm going to get 21%. Don't do anything. Take out the difference. You gain 21%. You have to set off 10%. What is the income? 11%. Quickly tell me, all of you who are live, 11% of 12,000. All of you who are live, tell me, 11% of 12,000 is how much? 1320. Perfect. That's cool. Next, you gain 21%. You have to set off 16%. In that fraction, you gain 5%. 10% is 1500. 5% is half, which is 750. Good enough. Last, you have to give 21. You got 21. It's a loss of 3%. 3% of 2,000. Quickly, 3% of 2,000 is 600. Dude, your answer is out. 750 minus 600 is 150. 150 plus 1320. Tell me quickly, 1320 plus 150. How much it is? It's 1470. It's 1470. Clear? So play smart. Play smart. You don't have to calculate the SI, then you have to calculate the DI. You don't need it. You just don't need it. It's percentage. It's your simple percentage change is basically SI. successive percentage change. Yash, to answer your question, it is 1 plus 10 upon 100 का square, which is 1.1 का square, which is 1.21. या तो तुम इसको ऐसे कर सकते हो, या 10 plus 10% of 10 will make it 21. That's it. And ये तो दिमाग में हो ही सकता है ना, ये तो दिया हुआ है. I did not do anything. Neither I want any one of us to waste our time in this. This has been given. You gain 21%, you have to set off 10%. You gain 21, you have to set off 16. You gain 21, you have to give 24. In the overall process, 1320, 750 minus 600. Is this clear? All of us. So the only and only request which I have for all of you is, the questions will not change. The only thing which I have to do is, preparing for Narsi Munji paper, the approach should change. The mindset, the psychological preparedness should change. You read the options along with the question. You know this application really well so that you can solve the question really well. Successive percentage change, if you guys not know the formula, any which ways will give you the ebook of NMAT actual last 5 or 6 years of important papers. We have clubbed and we'll give you the ebook also. The formula says it's A plus B plus A percentage of B. So it's 10 plus 10 plus 10% of 10, which is 21. I hope this is clear. All right, next question. Vinay Manoj Agrawal, NMAT official guide. Yes, so as a source, you can consider that. But as said, you cannot follow the same solution-based approach. I mean, there are a lot of other things as an application which you have to learn to crack the paper. I am going to give you 10 seconds. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to solve the question. Not more than 10 seconds you will take. Not more than 10 seconds you will take to solve this question. Aman, that's also going to work. But I'll recommend you to go ahead with, I recommend all of you to go ahead with 2020 official guide. Yes, Aman. 24 years. Perfect. So this is 2018 question of NMAT. You have got 50 students. First 10, next 10, and next 30. The question says all of them should be on 24. The question says the average should be 24. The first 10 students are on 22. So how much less is this than the average? Minus 2. Next set of 10 students is 26. How much more is this? It's set off. Minus 2 plus 2 is set off. So the next set of 30 students will be on 24. You observe the question, the answer will be out. Average means all of them should be same. So you assume the average, you find out the deviation. Minus 2 plus 2 gets nullified. So other 30 will be on 24. I hope this is clear to all of us. Shubham, Prati, Pooja, Saurav, right? Amazing. I'm good to hear that. Let's keep the high momentum. Are the other questions which I'm going to throw you should also take not more than 15-20 seconds. Should not take more than 15-20 seconds. Sonali, to answer your question back. Sonali, average means all the values should be same. Average means, and these are all actual live questions of NMAT that we are practicing. Average means all the values should be same. So I wanted all the 50 students to be on 24, but it is not happening. It has been segregated, first 10, next 10, and last 30. The first 10 students are on 22. I wanted them to be on 24. How much less is this? This is 2 less. Next set of 10 students is on 26. I wanted it to be on 24. How much more? Plus 2. Overall deviation till now is plus 2 minus 2 nullified, which means the next set of 30 students will not have any deviation. They will be straightforward on 24. The answer is 24. Clear? It's fun to solve Narsi Munji paper. I love this because it's going to train your brain to solve the questions at momentum which is required. The momentum which is required. Next question. The question which you can see on the screen. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. In 10, max to max, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. Let's read the question. See, I'm not here to judge you whether you're solving questions in 15 seconds or no. I'm not here to judge you. The only advice which I'm giving you is, yes, solving Narsi Munji questions in 15 seconds is practically possible. Is practically possible. Himanshu and Suresh start a business. So from the time you start reading the question, you have to process what has been there. Himanshu and Suresh started a business with the capital investment. What is the capital investment here? I'm not able to see the question. Just a second. Okay. It's in the ratio of 4:5. It's in the ratio of 4:5. After 3 months, Himanshu withdraw 25% of the capital, and this fellow Suresh withdraw 20% of the capital. This is Himanshu, this is Suresh, right? And for the next 7 months, they had the same investment. They had the same investment. The question is, what is the ratio of share of profit of Himanshu? Nothing to worry about. Chill. So had it been entire 10 months, the answer would have been 4:5. Had it been entire 10 months together, the answer would have been 4:5. But they are breaking down into 3 months and 7 months. Consider I invest 4 rupees for 3 months. Consider I invest 3 rupees for 5 months. I have invested 12 rupees. I have invested 15 rupees. I have invested till now 12 rupees and 15 rupees. Now, the Himanshu's investment will be dropping by 25%. What is 25% of 4? Quickly tell me, what is 25% of 4? Anuj, 25% of 4. Take out 1 from this. This will have 3 rupees into 7 months. 20% of 5 is 1. So take out 1. So 4 into 7. 21, 28. The overall amount, 21 plus 12 is 33. The overall amount, 28 plus 15 will become how much? 43. This is the ratio. Ratio of investment, 33, 43. Total out of 76, 33 will belong to Himanshu. Dude, you have an option. Don't fall into the trap of 0, 0. There's an option of 33. The answer is 33 there. The answer of 33 is just there. Nothing to worry about. They're all simple questions. So what I'm trying to emphasize here, everyone, is why specifically they have given 25 and 20%. Dude, you have to think through, because 4 का 25% एक इंटीजर देगा, 5 का 20% भी एक इंटीजर देगा, ताकि तुम इसको जल्दी कर पाओ, ताकि बस और बस तुम इसको जल्दी कर पाओ. Is this clear? Now tell me, is it really difficult to crack the questions? All of you, I want answer from all of you. Whoever is live, I want answer from all of you. Do we really think it's difficult? It is not. It is just not. The only thing that we need is a very sharp IQ. That's it. It's fucking damn easy. I am taking you guys through a good question which I have got. Next question. Nishit Agarwal. Question is 2016 question. 2016 question. It looks lengthy. It looks lengthy. But Aman, I'm happy to see that you've got 202. Matter of 10 more marks and we'll be good to go. So let's read a question. So let me tell you, the questions of Narsi Munji will be in the form of a story. We need to decode the story, which is to solve basic math. Solving time, speed, distance question. Your superiority of your mind is way much more. You guys are way much more having caliber than what I have sitting here. I'm sure on this. Believe me, I'm very sure on this. If you read the question for 12 to 15 seconds, if you read the question for 12 to 15 seconds, you will get the answer out. You will get the answer out. An engineer travels for 600 kilometers from his home, partly by train and partly by car. Train, car. He takes 8 hours. He takes 8 hours if he travels 120 kilometers. Ashish, let's solve the question first and then I'll talk about this. 120 kilometers by train and out of 600, 480 will be traveled by car, right? The question says, this fellow will take 20 minutes more. So it's going to take 20 minutes more if he travels 200 kilometers by train and rest by car. Now, if you look into Neha, amazing. If I look into this, it says if I travel 80 kilometers more. See this, I'll give you a very simple example. There's no equation which has to be made. Think logically, listen to me very carefully, and whatever I'm going to tell you, put that into your nerves so that you understand what I'm telling you about. If you travel 120 kilometers by train, you'll take 8 hours. If you travel 80 kilometers more, you'll take 20 minutes more. If you further travel 80 kilometers more, you will take 20 minutes more. Overall, will become, so let's say 80 kilometers more, 20 minutes more. 80 kilometers more, 20 minutes more. 80 kilometers more, 20 minutes more. 80 minutes more, and again possibly 20 minutes more. Add 120 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80. Add the value 120 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80. Add these values. So the question says, if you add 80 kilometer more, if you add 80 kilometer more, you will take 20 minutes more from train. So this value will become 480. 480 plus 120 is becoming 600. Overall 600 I have covered. This time is 8 hours. 26 times. 20 minutes into 6 is 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. Which means 8 plus 2 is 10 hours. 600 kilometers in 10 hours. My speed is 60 kilometer per hour. My speed is 60 kilometer per hour. Naman, silly question. Now, is that what we don't know? Do you think we have less caliber? It's just not the case, dude. You travel 120 kilometer. You travel 120 kilometer. You increase 80 kilometer, 80 kilometer, 80 kilometer. 6 times if you increase, this will be 180 plus 120. It says if you travel overall 600 kilometer by train, you will take 10 hours. So your speed is 600 by 10, which is 60. If you ask me, कि सर यहाँ पे तो 2 ऑप्शन है, A और E, तो क्या मार्क करें यहाँ पे? तो क्वेश्चन देखो, 120, 480 will take 8 hours. It says this is train and this is car. This is train and this is car. Now, listen to me very carefully. अगर मैं 80 किलोमीटर ज्यादा चलता हूँ, तो मुझे 20 मिनट ज्यादा लगेगा. तो क्या मैं बोल सकता हूँ कि अगर मैं 80 किलोमीटर कम चलूंगा ट्रेन से, तो मुझे 20 मिनट कम लगेगा? Can I say this? अगर मैं 80 किलोमीटर कम चलूं, तो मुझे 20 मिनट कम लगेगा. Can I say? Of course you can say this. Because the difference is because of the train. The difference is because of the train, no? Perfect. So 80 कम चला, मतलब कितना हो गया? 40. अगर 40 ये चला, बाकी का कार से चला, so 7 hours 40 minutes लगेगा. 7 hours 40 minutes लगेगा. अब 40 को 0 करना है. 40 को 0 करना है, तो कितना कम किया? 40. तुम अगर 80 कम चलते हो तो 20 मिनट कम लगता है. तुम अगर 40 कम चलोगे तो 10 मिनट कम लगेगा. 10 मिनट और कम कर दो, 7.5 घंटे. डूड, अगर पूरा कार 600 किलोमीटर में अगर 7.5 घंटे में कवर करता है, तो उसका स्पीड होगा 80. That's how simple it is. Ratvik, Pooja, Shehzad, is this clear? It's not a difficult question. We don't have to make equations. What do you need to find out the time? What do you need to find out the speed? Distance by time. Distance by time. Distance. भाई मैंने तो यहाँ पे कर दिया ना, 480 को 600 बना दिया. 600 कार चलेगा, 600 कार से चलेगा, तो क्या डिफिकल्ट है? Is it difficult? It is not difficult. So 480 चलता हूँ, 180, 120 चलता हूँ. 120 में से पहले 80 निकाल दिया, so मेरे को 20 मिनट कम लगा, 7 hours 40 minutes. उसके बाद मेरे को 0 पे करना है, ट्रेन 0, ओनली कार, तो 40 और कम करना है. 40 किलोमीटर कम मतलब 10 मिनट कम, क्योंकि 80 was 20, so 40 will be 10 minutes. Is this clear? So 7.5 घंटे, 7.5 hours, and total distance 600. ये कर लो. एंड ये करने के लिए कितना टाइम लगता है दोस्त? 15 सेकंड, 20 सेकंड, 30 सेकंड, 40 सेकंड, इससे ज्यादा तो नहीं लगना चाहिए. Is this clear? Is this clear to all of us? Nikhil, Rutvik. Next 2017 question, which you can see on the screen. None of you will take 10 seconds. None of you will take 10 seconds. Aman, I'll tell you, please don't worry. मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कराना है, तो उसके बाद मैं आपके सारे सवालों का जवाब भी देता हूँ. Provided you know what 62.5 is, provided you know what 62.5 is, as a fraction, you will take only 10 seconds. I can count and your answer should be out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Amazing, Seth. The answer is 325. Amazing. That's the spirit which I want. The question says, in the class, there are 64% boys. Had it been 2 more boys, so 2 londe और add हो गए, and 9 girls have got added. Overall, 11 people have been added. Overall, 11 people have been added, and This makes the entire proportion of male to be 62.5. 62.5 is 5 upon 8. अब मेरे को पूछा है ओरिजिनल नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स कितने हैं, मतलब ध्यान में रखो जो ओरिजिनल है उसमें 11 ऐड किया तो वैल्यू 5/8 हो रही है, मतलब 8 से डिविजिबल हो रही है। दोस्त सवाल बस इतना है, ऐसी कौन सी वैल्यू है जिसमें 11 ऐड करूं, ऐसी कौन सी वैल्यू जिसमें 11 ऐड करूं तो वैल्यू 5/8 हो सकती है? 325, 325, 11, 336, 5/8 will be an integer, other values will not give you an integer. Is this clear? We don't have to make equations, that is not required. I repeat, I will repeat till the time jab tak tum comfortable nahi ho, I will keep on repeating it, I will just go on. The question says initially the percentage of boys is 64. Had it been 2 more boys and 9 more girls, then the boys will become 62.5. 62.5% of total. So जो पुराना total original था उसमें 11 ऐड होगा ना, 9 girls and 2 boys, और इसका 62.5. 62.5 is nothing but 5/8. मतलब ओरिजिनल में अगर 11 ऐड करूं तो वैल्यू 8 से डिविजिबल हो सकती है। फोरम ओरिजिनल में 11 ऐड करूं तो वैल्यू 8 से डिविजिबल हो सकती है। तो ऐसी कौन सी वैल्यू है जिसमें 11 ऐड करके वैल्यू 8 से डिविजिबल हो सकती है? एक ही वैल्यू है। Clear? Is this clear for everyone? We don't need math, we do not need anything, it's a very simple thing. We don't have to make equation. अब 2 ऑप्शन होंगे तो हम 62.5 5/8 करके देख लेंगे उस टाइम दोस्त। अगर 2 ऑप्शन होंगे तो उस टाइम हम 62.5 is 5/8 करके देख लेंगे। 2 ही बचे ना, कितना टाइम लगेगा? इसका डबल टाइम, 10 सेकंड का डबल 20 सेकंड, इतना तो है ही अपने पास टाइम दोस्त। Why do we have to worry about can we crack Narsee Monjee? Can we have an option of going to Bangalore? Not required. Not required. Okay. जो लोग बोलते हैं कि यार नंबर सिस्टम के क्वेश्चंस कम आते हैं, आप 3 क्वेश्चन तो एक्सपेक्ट करके चलो। There will be at least 3 questions from number system question, always and always. देखो क्वेश्चन को घुमा के दिया जाता है। आप सबने एक कॉन्सेप्ट किया हुआ है जिसका नाम है लास्ट डिजिट। आई एम श्योर all of you who are live have actually studied the concept of last digit, right? Let me tell you, divisibility by 11, divisibility by 10, when you divide a value by 10 and finding out the remainder is the same question of last digit, 17 को 10 से डिवाइड करूं तो रिमाइंडर 7 मिलेगा जो इसका लास्ट डिजिट है। So if you get the same question tweaked, that then find the remainder when the number has been divided by 10, it is a last digit concept, nothing to worry, chill. No, 3/63, 3/33, इसका लास्ट डिजिट कितना होगा? 7। इसका लास्ट डिजिट कितना होगा? 3। 7 minus 3 is 4. So 3 has a power cycle of 4k. The values are 3971, which means 3/60 60 will have the last number as 1. 61 will be 3. 62 will be 9. 63 will be 7. So this will give you 7. This will give you 3. 7 minus 3 will give you 4. Amazing. So it's all same question. कुछ है नहीं अलग। अच्छा, इसी पे एक और क्वेश्चन करना है भाई साहब। ये क्वेश्चन तुम्हारा ऑफिशियल मॉक में आया हुआ है। This is which I saw yesterday. The same question. Now this is the only difference is instead of last digit, this is last 2 digits. Instead of last 1 digit, I repeat, instead of last 1 digit, this time the question is about last 2 digits. This time the question is about last 2 digit. We don't have to get bogged down. We don't have to worry about it. अच्छा, पहले मेरे को ये बताओ, option elimination. What is the last digit of the given sum? What is the last digit of the given sum? 3/33 will give you 3 in the end. 3/33 will also give you 3 in the end. And dude, 3 plus 3 will give you 6. This is gone out, this is gone out. 3 options are there. If I break the first sum can be broken down into 3/32 plus 3 cube. 3 raised to 1, my bad. This is 3 raised to 1. Next, 33 raised to 332 and 33 raised to 1. I can break in this part. I can break in this part. Now the only thing which I want Komal to answer is 3 raised to 32 is a perfect square? If the exponent is even, the value is a perfect square. Pawan, yes, as of now I'm just breaking 3 raised to 33 as 3 raised to 32 into 3 raised to 1 and 33 raised to 333 as 333 raised to 332 into 33 raised to 1 into 33 raised to 1. Now I know 3 raised to 32 is a perfect square. What is 3 square? 3 square is 9. What is the nature of the last two digit? The nature of the last two digit is even, odd. So 3 raised to 32, the last two digit will be even into odd. And this 3 raised to 1 is 3. If you multiply 9 into 3, 9 threes will become 27. 27 is even, odd. So the last two digit of the first sum is even, odd. Similarly now, 33 raised to 332. अगर एक्सपोनेंट इवन है तो ये भी एक परफेक्ट स्क्वायर होगा. तो इसका लास्ट टू डिजिट क्या होगा? इवन ऑड. मल्टीप्लाई इवन ऑड इनटू 33. लेट्स से 09 into 33. Multiply 33 into 9. Multiply 33 into 9. How much is the answer? 297. 97, the last two digit. 97, the last two digit is odd and odd. The only thing which I have to check is even odd plus odd odd. Odd plus odd will give you even. Even plus odd will give you odd. Which is the only combination? Which is odd even? 36. 18 तो होगा ही नहीं ना ऋत्विक. 36. 6 तो आएगा ही. I'll do that. Pooja, to answer your question. The first value is 3 raised to 32 into 3 raised to 1 plus 33 raised to 332 into 33 raised to 1. 3 raised to 32 is a perfect square. तो हम नेचर देख रहे हैं, numbers which are ending in 3 and the value is a perfect square. 3 square is 9. So 09 is a combination of even odd. तो ये भी even odd होगा. So even odd को 3 से multiply करो. 9 into 3 will give you 27. So 27 is a combination of even odd. This whole sum will be even odd. This will be even odd into 33. So you are multiplying just to check the nature of last two digit. You are just checking the nature of last two digit. 09 into 33. The last number is 97, which is odd odd. So check even odd plus odd odd will give you even, and this is odd. My second last number is odd, and last number is even. I hope this is clear, right? Akhil, Neha, everyone. You guys have understood? Yes or no? Did you guys understand? It's not a difficult paper. You need a revision of power cycle, nothing else. And simple common sense. Above all, you need common sense. Nothing at all to solve the questions. Solve the question. Now, this is the actual CAT question, I repeat. This is the actual CAT question which has come back in the year 2011 of CAT, and the same question has come in 2015 of NMAT. The same question has come in 2015 of NMAT. You will not even require Pythagoras. Mukul, you will not be equal. Mukul, you are able to understand how are we solving the question? Ritwik, you don't even need Pythagoras to solve the question. You don't need Pythagoras to solve the question. The question says a circle of radius 2 is placed against the right angle. Another small circle is also placed like this. So this is a smaller circle, this is a bigger circle. This is what has been given to you. And the question is, find the radius of the smaller circle. Radius of the smaller circle. We don't need any property to solve this. We generally don't need any property to solve this. The only thing which you need is a common sense. So the only diagram which I'll make now, the only and only diagram which I'll make now is a square. That's it. Nothing else you need. I repeat, nothing else you will need to solve the question. We know the radius here is 2. The radius here is 2. This is a square. This is 2 and this is 2. If this is 2, amazing, Naman. If the side of the square, I repeat, if the side of the square, tell me, people who are live, all of you, if the side of the square is 2, Saif, if the side of the square is 2, the diagonal will be 2 root 2. Amazing, Ritvik. So the overall part is 2 root 2. The part from here till here is 2. So this distance, which you can see, is 2 root 2 minus 2. So this is the diameter. This is the diameter of the smaller circle. So radius kitna hoga? Half, which is root 2 minus 1. Root 2 minus 1. What is the value of root 2? 1.4. 1.4 minus 1 is 0.4. The only thing which you guys need to do is check which of the 4 options. Check which of the 4 options is giving you 0.4 as the answer. The value of root 2 is 1.4. 1.4 into 2 is 2.8. 3 minus 2.8 is 0.2. तो तुम क्यों consider करोगे पहला option? Root 2 is 1.4. 1.4 into 4 is 5.6. 6 minus 5.6 is 0.4. Option number D. Straightforward. कुछ नहीं करना है इसमें. कुछ भी नहीं करना है इसमें. एक ही चीज, the only thing Sarak which we have to do is knowing one thing, that how to find a diagonal. अगर Pythagoras लगाना तो यहाँ लगाओ. This is 2, this is 2, this is 2 root 2. This is 2, this is 2, this is 2 root 2. So the overall length of the diagonal, I repeat, the overall length of the diagonal is 2 root 2. Of that, the radius is 2. तो जो नीचे वाला पार्ट बचा इसका लेंथ कितना होगा? ये तो दिख रहा है, 2 root 2 minus 2. Now this is, so this is from here till here. This is from here till here. This is 2 root 2 minus 2. Divide by 2, you will get the radius. It's root 2 minus 1. 1.4 minus 1, it's 0.4. Just check which option will give you 0.4. Nothing to worry about. Whether you want to write CAT, NMAT, SNAP, all the questions. Should I re-explain or you guys have understood this? So all these things will be discussed in the upcoming work. So this is a sequence of events that we have launched. So every Sunday from now onwards, you will be having your NMAT workshop. Post then in September and October, there's a sequence of 7 days that we have planned with respect to what your NMAT will be up to with respect to all the special patterns of question which may come up in the examination. Just a quick highlight. So technically 40 hours of NMAT content is something that we'll look into. And every Sunday you'll be having your workshop of NMAT. In October, 5 days will be devoted only for NMAT, and September, again 5 days specifically about NMAT. With respect to all the ebooks, shortcut techniques which you need, especially about critical reasoning, math, everything. We'll discuss the shab in the end, how you guys will be taking the advantage of the given course. Please don't worry about it. Is the concept clear? Man, how can it be the diameter of the smaller circle? Amazing. So technically, amazing. This is the length that we have found out, right? Just small part of the length is negligible, which I can see here, Aman. So I have not considered this part. The small proportion of the length I have disconsidered. I got this length as 2 root 2 minus 2. As 2 root 2 minus 2. This is the overall length, which seems to be the almost the diameter. If I remove by 2, if I divide by 2, the value will become root 2 minus 1, which is 1.4 minus 1, which is 0.4. And this is the most easiest way in which you can solve the question. Otherwise, we can complicate with respect to increasing the level of difficulty of this question. Solve this question, 2016. Solve this question, 2016. You will not take more than, you will never take. Nishit, you will be having your workshops every Sunday from now onwards. So tomorrow also there's a workshop, and every Sunday you'll be having workshops, Saturday and Sunday, and then September 5 days and October 5 days. I'll give you the schedule. I'll give you the schedule of the workshop very quickly also. It's so the question which you can see, we don't have to make equation. We don't have to make any linear equation to solve the question. Neither quadratic equation. Let's say if the question gets halted here, if the question is only till here, the answer will be root of 12. The answer of root of 12 will be between root of 9 and root of 16. So it's going to be close to around 3.5. It's going to be close to 3.5. If, I repeat, if the question ends till here, the first part which will get explored is root of 12 here. Root of 12, the approximate answer is 3.5. 3.5 plus 12 is 15.5. 15.5 is close to 16 and the answer will be 4. If I break the diagram, not the diagram, if the entire question gets broken down till here, this is 3.5. 3.5 plus root of 12 will become 15.5. 15.5 का root is roughly 4. 4 add हो गया यहाँ पे तो हो गया 16. 16 भी 4 ही देगा. Which means तुम कहीं तक भी चले जाओ, wherever you go, even if you go till infinite, the value will get added, add, but the maximum value will be 4. 4 plus 12 is 16, and the closest answer which you can mark is 4 always. Always. So whenever you get a sequence and series based questions, I repeat, whenever you get a sequence and series based question, you guys will only and only do one thing: break the question, solve the answer. Break the question, solve the answer. Break the question and solve the answer. If you do it twice or thrice, you will get the answer. Agar question sirf yahan tak hota, the answer would have been root of 12, which is 3.5. Close to 3.5. I'm not interested in the exact answer. Between 3 and 4, the answer will be. If the question is still here, the first bracket to get opened up will be this. This will be 3.5. 3.5 plus 12 is 15.5. Is 15.5. 15.5 is close to 16. The answer will be 4. Next, यहाँ पे आ जाओ. यहाँ पे भी आओगे तो क्या मिलेगा तुमको? This value will be 3.5. 3.5 plus 12 is 15.5. 15.5 is close to 4. 4 जाके यहाँ पे ऐड होगा तो भी क्या देगा? 16 देगा. 16 will also be 4. So there's a repetition. Wherever you get repetition, if this is the sum, you'll say this is 12 plus x. This is the question which you have to solve. But this is, I mean, it's good if you know it, and it's okay not to know it. It's good if we know it. I repeat, it's good if we know it, and it's equally okay if we not know it. It doesn't give a damn to us because we can still solve the question with having the same level of caliber that is required. This part, this part, this part, wherever it is, you'll be able to solve very quickly. Sunil, the verbal question will solve tomorrow. Verbal and logical reasoning will solve tomorrow. Solve this question. Now, Naya and Purana, if you look at this case later, Naman, see how this is also going to happen tomorrow. Critical reasoning is also going to happen tomorrow. This is CAT 2008 question, and all what I want to say, the same question has come in 2015. Exactly the same caselet, same options has come in 2015. Now it's difficult that you can expect CAT questions to come because GMAT and CAT will be separate, especially at the level of quant. But this is exactly the same question which has come. Aditya, time is again 9 to 11 p.m. I guess all of you have been added to the group. You will get the notification in the group. You will get the notification in the group only. Solve this question. Let's look at the question. Direction for the given questions has been followed. Answer the question on the basis of the information given below. data from 1995 to 2000 has been given to you with respect to number of Purana and Naya mixers or mixer grinder. Purana and Naya are two brands of kitchen mixer grinder available in the local market. Purana is an old brand which was introduced in 1990, the blue bar, and Naya was launched in 1997. For both these brands, 20% of the grinders bought in a particular year was disposed of as a junk exactly 2 years later. मतलब 95 में जो भी न्यू आइटम्स मैंने लिया हुआ है exactly 2 साल के बाद उसको मैं उसका 20% जंक कर दूंगा, उसको मैं फेंक दूंगा. It is known that 10 Purana mixer grinders were disposed. 10 Purana mixer grinders were disposed in 1997. The following figures gives you the number of Purana and Naya mixer grinders in the operation of 1995 to 2000 at the end of the given year has been given to you. And the question which you can see on the screen, first question is, how many Naya mixer grinders were disposed at the end of 2000? Naya is this. So the numbers which you can see, Yash, the numbers which you can see here basically is the number of Naya mixer grinders in circulation. Don't consider कि ये नया खरीदा हुआ है मैंने. ये खरीदा हुआ कितना है पता है? Let me give you a hint. So अगर मेरे पास पहले से 30 था, next year का 80 है, तो मैंने जो नया खरीदा 98 में वो 50 है. वो 50 है. 97 से 99 2 साल हो गए. 20% जो है वो मैं जंक कर दूंगा और जो बचा वो बफर है वो मैंने नया लिया हुआ है. That's what the question is saying. That is what the question is saying. The question is, how many Naya mixer grinders were disposed of at the end of 2000? At the end of 2000. देखो end of 2000 में क्या क्या जंक में जाएगा? यहाँ से यहाँ पे जंक में जाएगा, 98 से 2000 में जंक में जाएगा. ये तो पक्का है. 98 से 2000 में जंक जाएगा क्योंकि 2 साल हो गए, and 97 से 99 में जंक में जाएगा, 2 साल हो गए. 97 में 30 लिया था, इसका 20% कितना होगा? What is 20% of 60? 30 is 6. तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक 6 गए. अब यहाँ पे 30 था, यहाँ पे 80 था. So 30 तो पहले से सर्कुलेशन में था, तो नया कितना लिया? New purchase this 50. So new purchase 50 में से 20% जंक जाएगा 2000 में. So 20% of 50 is 10. So दोस्त, it's simple. 10 plus 6, 16 मैंने जंक में डाला. 16 मैंने जंक, yes. ये यश 10 plus 6, 16 जो है वो जंक में डाला हुआ मैंने. 16 जो है वो मैंने जंक में डाला हुआ है यहाँ पे. Clear? I hope this part is clear to all of you. Raj, everyone, 97 से 99. 97 से 99 junk. 98 से 2000, 20% will be junk. It has been given to you. 20% जो है वो junk में जाएगा. 97 में 30 था. 20% of 30 is 6. तो ये तो फेंकना पड़ा. अब you cannot consider 20% of 80. You cannot consider 20% of 80 because this is the number of mixer grinders in circulation. The number of mixer grinders is in circulation, right? So let me tell you. So it is not the case that every year you have got new mixer grinders. This is being told, ना? ये तो told भी नहीं, ये तो दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ पे. So while Naya was introduced in 97, 20% of a year was disposed. It is 10. Okay, as you can see here, the following figure is the number of mixer grinders in operation. In operation means, Aditya, this is circulation. In operation means circulation. ये वहाँ पे है. So अगर 30 पहले से था, so नया कितना लिया होगा 98 में? 50. So we have to consider 50 का 20%, which is 10. So 10 plus 6 will give you 16. You cannot consider 80 का 20%. That will give you 16. Sorry. Clear? Next question. How many Purana mixer grinder? How many Purana mixer grinder was disposed in 2000? अब क्वेश्चन है पुराना, देखो पुराना पहले से चल था, इट इज नॉट द केस 95 से पहले कुछ नहीं था। इट इज बीइंग टोल्ड जो पुराना ब्रांड है वो नया पुराना ऐसे मत समझो, इट्स न्यू ओल्ड, इट्स द ब्रांड नेम, इट्स जस्ट द ब्रांड नेम। इट वाज लॉन्च्ड इन 1990, 90 से लेकर 95 तक सर्कुलेशन में था। सो ऑब्वियसली 90 में जब आया तो 92 में कुछ जंक में डाला, 92 का 94 में जंक में डाला। सो कुछ ना कुछ तो जंक में गया हुआ ही है, कुछ ना कुछ तो जंक में गया हुआ ही है। The only thing which I know is 10 पुराना मिक्सर ग्राइंडर्स was disposed of in 97. अगर 97 में 10 डिस्पोज ऑफ किया हुआ है, मतलब 97 से 95 में it says 10 is 20%, so 100% will be 50, मतलब 50 यहाँ पे नया लिया था, 50 यहाँ पे नया लिया होता।